Hello everyone and welcome back to the Shattered Relics League for the start of week 5. So over the last couple weeks I finally got into combat and the account is looking pretty good stats wise, almost at 2000 total as well. And I ended off the last episode just shy of getting to tier 7, but well, I needed to head to bed and didn't have enough time to get the last few points. So what I want to start off this episode with is clue scrolls. The reason I haven't touched these so far is until recently I had a pretty low range level, so I wouldn't be able to equip a lot of the D-hides or stuff needed for a lot of the clues. But now that I have pretty good stats, I feel like I should be able to do like every clue step that comes my way. So I'm going to see if I can stack up some caskets and use that to get the points I need for tier 7. I ended up getting stuck on an elite clue that required me to go to Tarn's lair, so I decided just to open the caskets I got so far and see what I get before doing a bunch more. I mean, of course I will be doing more later, but I don't know, just to see how many tasks I can get. So for the first medium, it is a unique item because it counts firelighters. Next medium, well, that's not very good, and ooh, spiked manacles. That would be a lot more useful if I didn't already have dragon boots. But it does count as well, I guess it does count towards the elites, but I think I need, or not elites, for the uniques, but I think I need like 3 uniques. Beginners are probably going to be pretty bad. Well, I did at least get a unique for the tasks there, so there's another 5 points. And let's see, for the easy, I get, ooh, a trimmed amulet. So I got a complete and easy, unique from an easy, and if I equip the trimmed amulet, that's another task for equipping a trimmed item. Or amulet specifically, and not much from there. Okay, now for the good clues, or the hopefully good clues, because let's start with the elite, because, let me just say no now, because I just want to open it, and, well, I mean, it is a unique at least, so I got that task done. I do think equipping an item with an Orn kit is a task, although I don't really plan to go get an affinity. So probably not that useful. And can I snag any D? Okay, a blessed high top. That's pretty nice. And for the next one, a page and a shield. So I don't know how many points I'm away now. Okay, about 100 points away. I might do some more clues because there are the tasks like, you know, fill so many slots and just see how many I can stack up. It would be nice to get a full set of Blessed Hide, but I don't know. I'm not sure how much I want to count on doing that, and I'll have to see what other tasks I can get up to, but at least I got a Blessed Hide top and a good bit of points from that. I ended up doing some more easy, medium, and hard clues. I have enough here to get me to 10 in each total, so let's see what I can get starting with easies. Nothing. Oh. Okay, I mean, that is kind of good. I don't really plan to be going to Nightmare, though, so it's not like it's really going to be that helpful for me, but it is a unique, at least. And, oh, purple sweets. There's actually a task for eating purple sweets, so that's another one down. Let's see, any other uniques of note, or probably not too much. Although we might get, okay, yeah, the 10 unique task. And the 5, I just realized I got a second ham joint, and I was so focused on the task. Okay, I guess I'm getting pretty lucky, just maybe not the luck I've been needing, or not the most beneficial for me, but oh well, I won't complain. Let's see anything from medium. Wow, that's a lot of items to start off. Elegant. Oh, well, I just saw the fireworks. Yeah, that was my final fragment slot, and ooh, living on a prayer. I actually want to check what fragment that is real quick. Should be right down here. Oh yeah, this is the reduced prayer drain one. That's really good. Okay, so now I'm tier 7. I can have all the fragments equipped. And yeah, that will be very useful for doing balsing and other stuff like that. Not so much for skilling. But yeah. Can I get any unique drops of note? Kanbuchi. At least look nice. Getting all the boosts that don't matter for me right now. But now for the hard clues. Can I pull any more Blessed Dragonhide or anything useful here? Yeah, I'm getting a lot of the unique tasks. That's what I was hoping to get. Armadillo chaps. At least I have a full set now. Oh, and the Armadillo bracers. Too bad the Armadillo God set's like the worst one, or this would all be really good. Okay, and Blessed Boots. So, and another Heretic Helm, because I had to put one in the stash unit. And okay. Well, nothing too crazy, but at least I do have a full Blessed Hide set now. And, oh yeah, probably should pick this stuff up. But, I do want to also spend some Renowned in a minute. So now that I have the 16 times experience, I decided to get back to Herblore, and I managed to get to 97, and I'm pretty sure I have 99 banked. So here are all the potions I was able to make, and if I look over here, I still have a whole bunch of antifires that I'd love to make into super antifires, but first I need to get some superior dragon bones. So what I think I'm going to do, I have a bunch of renown just waiting here, so I think I want to unlock a few things, and the first is Vorkath. Now, I honestly don't think I can kill Vorkath that well with my stats and gear, but I think it's at least worth giving it a try now just to see if I can get the Superior Dragon Bones. I only need to get, 7 kills for enough bones. Aside from that, another thing I do want to unlock, if I head down here, now that I have, the quest I was waiting on here was just Fremnik Isles, because I wanted the experience from that one. But now that I have that done, I can just go ahead and unlock Fremnik 3 for Fremnik Exiles, which means I could go for the Face Guard if I wanted to, but I would rather wait to try and get a good crush weapon. I mean, I could also range it. I don't know, maybe I'll do that at some point, but not a huge priority. And that kind of finishes up quests, except for, Fairy Tale, but I don't know. I can unlock that later if I ever go for a quest cape. And aside from that, some other bosses I have been looking into. Well, one is Barrows, because ideally I do want to get the Mauritania Diary first, so I get the extra runes from it. But it would be kind of nice just to do Barrows. The armor's not that big of a deal since I can, rush other bosses, like the next one I'm going to unlock, Grador. Because, I think it might make more sense just to go for Bandos over trying to get Barrows, but it still wouldn't be terrible to have, like, Arams or Carols, or Carls, however you want to pronounce that one. And let's see, what else do I want to unlock right now? I don't know, there's just so many bosses. I mean, I will get to DKs at some point for the rings. I don't know. Let me unlock a few other bosses, then come back. Well, it took me several minutes due to the animation, but I unlocked pretty much all the bosses I can right now. I still do have a bit of renown left over, and I would have unlocked Cerberus, but you actually need 91 Slayer to unlock it, even though, normally you could just boost it, so I have to wait for that. But pretty much aside from Cerberus, Hydra, Thermi, and the raids, I think I unlocked everything. Oh, and Nightmare. Because I'm in no rush to do any of those, and I don't have the Slayer levels for the rest. So what I think I'm actually going to do right now is I still have a Kraken task. So I'm going to go try the Kraken ball, see if I can, snag the tentacle maybe. And then decide what I want to get to after that. So you know how sometimes you have a goal, but then to do that goal, you want to do another thing to make it easier, and then that leads to a whole series of events? Yeah, that's kind of what happened to me. So I did go to Kraken and did a few tasks there just to AFK mainly, and I did snag myself a Kraken tentacle. But before I go to bosses like God Wars, I'd really like to get the Tactical Duelist fragment, which would give it a chance to save charges, because I only have the one whip, and I really just didn't feel like going to get another whip right now. So, to get the Tactical Duelist fragment, though, I have to kill bosses that drop tier 2 fragments. So when thinking over what bosses I could do, I thought it would be really good to do Barrows, because, I could snag some Barrows armor, and that way maybe get it before God Wars dungeon. Then I was thinking, well, if I want to do Barrows, I probably should put a Barrows portal on my player-owned house. And I was thinking, well, I haven't done much of my player-owned house, so I started training construction, one thing led to another, and it's more or less a max player-owned house, at least for the sake of the league. So I pretty much got some planks off Kraken even, and that's how I got my first few levels. Then I ended up doing some teak planks with the Mythscape to get a little more experience to get to 80, because I only wanted to get a bit up so I could make the Barrows portal. I already pretty much had the level for that. And I was like, well, I also should be able to restore prayer, so I wanted to at least get the prayer pool. And I ended up keep going. I did mine the basalt to make the Weiss portal here, which was a league task. That's the only reason I even have a Nexus. And even has some redundancy here, like the Salve Graveyard teleport when I already have a fairy ring, and I have the Amulet of Glory before I got the Ornate Jewelry box. So yeah, but I don't know, it's a pretty good player-owned house. I was able to boost up a lot between the Crystal Salt and Unchained Talent, so yeah. But now what I think I'm going to do is make use of this player-owned house to do some Barrows runs, and I might want to actually swap this around so the Barrows portal's closer to my pool here for this. But yeah, I'm going to do some Barrows runs, and I might even get 99 magic in the process. Oh, and I also did get 2k total. So yeah, doing pretty good for league points, or at least since the last clip. But yeah, hopefully I can snag some tier 2 fragments, mainly Tactical Duelist, and maybe some Barrows armor. Okay, I wasn't planning to show every chest, but the first chest was Darok legs, which is probably the best thing I could hope for because, you know, full Daroks is kinda crazy with some of the other relics and fragments. Despite my first chest luck, it seems I'm going a little dry on items, but yeah, there is 99 magic. So at least I got something from here, well, aside from the Darok's legs anyway, and hopefully I can start seeing some more items too, because yeah, 11 chests in, I think it's like 1 in 5 for an item on the league, so I should have at least 2 by now. Finally! Wow, that was quite a dry streak given how common Barrows items are in this league. So it's like 1 in 5 for a Barrows item, and this is my second. I got the Darok's legs on 1 KC and the Carol Top on 30. Although that said, the Carol Top is a pretty good item, so I'm not gonna complain about, you know, which items I'm getting. Like, I think I'd rather go dry and get these items than get stuff like, you know, I don't know, I guess like Guthin's items or, you know, like Carol's Koi for, you know, the lame items like that. But I think I'm actually going to stop doing Barrows here just because, well, I don't have the diary for the extra runes. So, you know, I did get a decent bit of runes, but I would have got like double this if I had the diary. And I don't know, I feel like having Carol Top and Darok's legs good enough for now. And I think I'm actually going to see if I can get a few Vorkath kills. It probably won't go super well, but I'd at least like to see if I can get some bones to start on the potions to get 99 herb lore. So as you might have noticed, this is not Vorkath, so yeah, I have a bit of explaining to do. So pretty much, after the last clip, I did go kill Vorkath, but I realized without a salve amulet, I just could not kill it very well, even with all the relics. So I got enough bones to, you know, make some antifiers, and I stopped doing Vorkath until I got some better gear. And then over the last few weeks, I just haven't been playing leagues that much. It's roughly like 3 weeks since the last clip, and I just been doing some AFKing, and I decided to come AFK some Abyssal Demons to get a second whip, and I got myself an Abyssal Dagger, which is a nice chunk of points there, and it actually is a pretty good item for me to get, just because I was trying to think of, like, you know, bosses I wanted to kill, and I didn't have a good stab weapon, so I had to go get a Zami Spear, but now that I have the Dagger, I could just go straight to bosses like KBD or even back to Vorkath if I want. So yeah, this was a pretty nice lucky thing to get. After getting the second whip here, I just was finishing out the task just because I might as well, and yeah, I managed to snag an Abyssal Dagger. Aside from that, I have got a few other things when I was just AFKing, so if you look at my stats, I did AFK a bit of Ammonite Crabs just to get some combat stats up. Aside from that, I went and fished to 25 mil. I also got 99 cooking and 25 mil cooking, just at Karambwans, and then cooking them afterwards. Let's see, I also did finish up 99 herb lore. I only had 4 of the Vorkath bones, but I decided just to knock it out while I was at it. And I did end up getting 99 mining, and then I got bored while working on 99 smithing, but I do have that banked now. And I did a few other odds and end tasks as well. You know, I'm at 17k points. Pretty much at this point, I definitely have no shot of getting rune rank unless I grinded like a madman, and even then I don't think I could make it. So since I'm still busy with other stuff in life and don't have the most time to be playing, and that's also why I didn't play a lot over the past few weeks. I said at the start, you know, I don't have the most time to play this league. And yeah, over the past few weeks, a lot of things have picked up, and I just didn't feel like playing leagues as much. But I still do want to play a bit more and try and get my points up a bit. At least make sure I'm well within Addy rank before the league ends, which I probably already am in. But, you know, I would like to at least try to do a bit more PVM with all my relics and everything I was working towards. So now that I have this dagger and a second whip, I actually think I want to go straight to Bandos. Well, there is my first Bandos item, and not quite the item I was hoping for, but at least it's one item, and, well, if I do get the other 2 pieces of the Bandos armor, at least I don't have to come back and grind boots now. Although, one thing I have realized is that my relics are really bad for this right now. Like, I can have the good set effects, but I just don't have, a lot of the tier 2 and tier 3 that have the combinations I need. Like, I think it is Tactical Duelist that gives Twin Strikes and Absolute Unit. So without it, I've only had Twin Strikes 2, and I don't have any other effects like Knife's Edge or Draken's Touch. So I might need to take a break from trying to kill Bandos here, and see if I can kill some bosses to get myself some tier 2 or tier 3 fragments. I think Dagonoth Kings might be the best bet. I did already actually go and kill some KBD, Obor, and Bryophyta using up the keys I got from that and just trying out the Abyssal Dagger. But I didn't have any luck in getting fragments there. So, I don't know, I'll do a few more kills here, and then I might go try DKs. You might be wondering why I'm at the end of a Chambers of Xeric raid. I can explain. So I did end up going to Dagonoth Kings like I mentioned, but I just had terrible luck there. So if you look at my collection log, you'll see I've only got Warriors and Seers rings, none of the other ones. Granted, my KCs aren't that high, but I also barely got any relics, or I didn't get any fragments for a while, and I ended up taking a break, killing some other bosses like Mole and Sarachnis just for the points for the 1 kill task, and also to try my luck at fragments, and I just didn't get any. And then the next day I ended up going back to Dagonoth Kings, and I finally got some of the fragments I was after. So if you see here, I got myself Tactical Duelist, and I honestly can't remember what the other tier 2 one was, but I got it as well. Thrall Damage I think it was. So I got Thrall Damage, then I got Tactical Duelist, and then I did some other bossing. I went around and did like 1 kill at Zami and Ziliana and a few other bosses like that, just trying to get some points. And I did a few more kills to see if I got any uniques, but no luck. And I forget where it was, but I did get Divine Restoration. I just honestly, for the life of me, cannot remember what boss I killed for this. But I did oh, I think it was Cerberus, actually. It might have been Cerberus, because I did get a Hellhound task and kill a few Cerb. And I think that's where I picked up Divine Restoration. And then one of my friends asked if I wanted to tag along for some raids. We did some Theater of Blood, and I surprisingly got the hang of it pretty quickly. And then we came here, and he let me leech a challenge mode raid for a bunch of points. And in here, I got another fragment. I got Ceradominus Defense, which is actually a pretty nice one. It's Absolute Unit and Knife's Edge. And I also got a little lucky, and I sniped a Bulwark, which was another bit of points. So I got a bunch, or 350 points for doing the raid here, and another 125, putting me up pretty, or just shy of 20k points. So I think what I'm going to do now is, oh, also I did, in between, I went and got a Fire Cape, just because it's a decent bit of points, and I felt it was worth my time. So, I don't know. My gear's still looking pretty crappy, but I'm doing decent in points. I got like 20k over the past day or so, but the league is ending in, you know, less than 12 hours now. And yeah, I want to just do a few more tasks just to try and get to 20k points, and then I'm probably going to call it. I'd love to do more PVM, especially now that I got all the relics, but there's not much of a point grinding for rare drops if the league's just going to end and they're just going to go away. Although it is neat to have the Bulwark, so that was a nice surprise. You know, the more I've been doing a whole bunch of tasks real quickly to try and get some last-minute points, the more I do want to keep playing the league. But, well, I have to call it at some point and decide, well, I definitely could find a few more things to do. I think I'm going to call it here. I ended up getting 99 strength at Vires because it turns out I did have enough runes to make a Fury, because that was a couple of tasks, or buy the Onyx and make an Onyx Amulet, and I was hoping I could get a Blood Shard, but unfortunately, I didn't quite get the drop, and, well, it's late. The league ends in only a few hours now, and yeah. But I do have this Fire Cape here, and if I talk to this guy and just kind of spacebar through the dialogue, or, I think it's this one. Yeah, sacrifice Fire Cape. Yep. And ta-da, that's another 125 points, bringing me to 20.8k. I don't know, I was hoping, or actually I was thinking of going for like 20.5k or some other number that looked a little nicer. But yeah, I don't really want to do another few tasks to try and get it to, you know, 21k. And I don't know, this is a good enough spot to end it. But overall, I'm pretty happy with this league, or what I did accomplish, especially over these last few days. You know, I got from like 15k to 20k, which is pretty impressive. If I did keep playing during the whole time, I probably would have been able to get to rune rank. I don't know, the rune rank's around 30k right now, so not that close, but with how much I did grind down these last few days, I feel like if I did get more into PVM, there's a good chance I could have made it to rune rank. But I don't know. This is where I ended off. I'm pretty happy with everything, especially the rare drops I got, like the Bulwark and the Abyssal Dagger. They were definitely nice surprises to have. But, yeah, I don't know. Still a lot of things I didn't get to, though. I didn't get to a lot of the bosses I want to, or at least I didn't get the rare drops. I did, like, 1 kill for the main task and didn't get any further than that. You know, I didn't get a lot of 99s I wanted. Like, I have smithing banked and even crafting banked, but, just didn't want to go through the time to get them. But I don't know, maybe next league I'll have a bit more time and be able to grind a bit harder. But overall, I should have locked myself well within Addy rank. I think it's still around like 15, 16k points or something, so should definitely have that locked in. And maybe next league I'll be able to reclaim my rune rank every league, or maybe even dragon, who knows. But yeah, hopefully you guys have enjoyed these videos. I know they have not been the most consistently uploaded and, a little scattered at times, especially this one covering like technically 4 weeks, even though it didn't have that many clips. But yeah, anyway, hopefully you guys have enjoyed the series, and until next time, goodbye.